circle with blockchain, we come back now to those 10 top 10 hurdles we have already introduced. And what I now want to do together with you is, again, only on a certain, let's say, strategic level, to introduce to you what can blockchain really contribute to help us at least lower these hurdles, or in best case, overcome those hurdles. So the first one is the geopolitical situation. So where we said it's about kind of regulatory and technical splintering, which is emerging and could even get worse with, for example, banning of TikTok here and probably banning something else there. We don't know yet what's exactly escalating. So what can blockchain do here? On the right side of these slides, the next following slides, you always see a gray box with a reference to the seminars which we are offering, and we will at the end show you how to get there. So I focus on the left side of the slide and on the main, say, value propositions of blockchain. So what blockchain can do is actually create an open, decentralized technology foundation. And most of it is open source. So people that disagree, who don't like each other, who don't trust each other, can actually create a software layer without needing to be afraid of each other. So this is one of the is a software layer for sharing and collaborating in a world that doesn't really trust each other. So another aspect, the second one, is the whole blockchain Web3 environment helps us to create trustable, provable events and content. And that's going to be a really, really important thing to have in the future from now on, as we all witness how easy it got to kind of in a big volume create all kind of, let's say, fake elements in our world. For commercial companies, this is also super important from regulatory perspective and from reputation towards customers and consumers. So, and blockchain Web3 can help to bridge, actually accept local solutions. So refrain from harmonizing everything, accept local solutions, but create a layer of trust on top of it. So that's kind of a reference to these emerging geopolitical issues. Referencing now to the second point, the resilience, where we, as we said in the beginning, we have optimized efficiency. We have kind of not questioned that we create actually central architectures. And in the context of, for example, geopolitical tension or dependency of suppliers, this can become really risky. So blockchain can here help to remove or at least minimize such central points of failure. So it's introducing a kind of architectural redundancy, but it helps us that not one failure can switch off, let's say, our manufacturing sites of a complete continent, for example. And again, also it's in that sense of decentralization and resilience, it also allows us to integrate on bottom level multiple, let's say, also heterogeneous local systems and still get this global harmony that we need for digital transformation. The third point is then, as we said in the entry, the growing dependencies on a few let's say providers, which can be cloud platforms, infrastructure, software, communication, and even cybersecurity. And here, of course, one aspect of blockchain and Web3 is that we are able to utilize public permissionless core technologies, open source maintained by no company, but by a decentralized, let's say, mechanism that is behind such, let's say, public permissionless blockchain ecosystems. So out of that, we can offer verifiable open source applications. So whoever uses that, even if I totally mistrust, for example, machine builder to factory, or a site in country X to a headquarter in country Y, we can use software where I can study the source code. I can find out it does no non-agreed function, and it does not, I can see how it deals with my data. And the third point is super important. This is actually the supplier independent handling of people and asset identity. So individuals, persons, industrial assets, but also algorithms could get a unique digital identity. Very important for accountability, and also the handling of what we call digital twins in all their different entangled layers in a typical manufacturing environment. So this can really help to provide solutions to complex problems we have encountered in the first stage of digital transformation. The fourth point is inadequate identity and access management. I mentioned single sign-on is complex, but once we expand this to all the other stakeholders, it really explodes that's what our solutions of today are made for. So here, blockchain related and Web3 related and decentralized digital identity related techniques can bring the data and the digital twins back to the original owners. So I, as a company, get relieved from controlling and managing a lot of such personal data. This is very important in the context of GDPR, and it also helps to simplify user experience and security within and across company boundaries. So fifth point is the complexity, rigidity, complexity, and cost of IT and cybersecurity, where we were in the first phase of digital transformation trying to build those big software building blocks that everyone should use worldwide. And the complexity got to some extent out of hand. So again, it's we already touched those things, what Web3 blockchain can here contribute. This is actually building a layer above, let's say, local solutions. There is no need to harmonize everything for still harvesting the fruits of data sharing and of important functionalities. We can build simple functions, like, for example, if a factory collaborates with 5 suppliers in a supply Kanban, that's about sharing value information across corporate boundaries. This can be a very attractive, powerful, simple solution based on smart contracts. Or in that sense, decomplexifying enterprise and IT architectures, but not by questioning and throwing everything from the past in the garbage bin, but by carefully complementing what is in the enterprise architectures today. And that's also important to understand what is there today and what is coming in the future, and how to actually make a step forward. So